think we're here. Good morning, everyone. It is Robert, and of course, I've got Jason with me, and we are now talking about Quick Start this morning, which is the Stocktober.
Stocktober, yeah. Let's talk about your intro, the coffee, right?
Yeah,
I love it, and it
yeah.
reminds me that I am not a smart man.
Why is that?
Well, because about 3 weeks ago, I do on the run, so I do the app. I order my
Okay.
coffee, I literally pull in, run out, back into my car, back up to Meredith every
Uh
day.
huh.
That's what I do.
Okay.
About 3 weeks ago, I ordered a coffee and I ordered a large for me, and then I was meeting up with another one of our agents. I said, "Hey, do you want another coffee?" They said yes, so they said I would like a large. Well, when I hit my app, guess what I get every day? And I
What?
still haven't changed it. I get this Mungo Jumbo cup of coffee. So here's today's. Here's I got to throw this one out because this one I had to run out of here. This one's yesterday's. So like I spend $4 a day on a coffee that I drink probably $1.85 worth of. So watching your app this morning of the French press, I do, or the steeping of the coffee, I'm like, Jay, change your app.
Jay, that's a pour over. It's not a French press. It's a pour over.
As you can tell,
Come
Robert, I get my
on,
coffee
man.
from Dunkin' Donuts. Like I drink brown slop water because I'm not one of these. I'm not one of these coffee snobs like like Tim. He's got to have his apple chai matcha
No, no, no,
grande.
no. Tim is not. Tim is not a coffee snob. Tim drinks froofy named things from Dunkin' and Starbucks. You know who's the coffee snob, and I know you're watching right now, young lady, Alana.
Is
She's the
she?
coffee. Oh, she's the
Does
coffee
she
snob.
drink that Coco Kulao like they talk about in that movie Bucket List, where it's actually cat poop? Have you seen that movie? I love
I
Bucket List. Great
no.
movie.
Uh.
You got to watch Bucket List. Morgan
Okay.
Freeman and Jack Nicholson. They're both dying
Ugh.
of cancer, and they meet up. One's rich, one's poor, and they become best friends.
Well, okay. Well, hopefully that
And he
helps out
drinks
the
this
poor guy.
coffee called like Coco Kulao or something. And it's and Morgan Freeman, who's like really super smart, reads books like he's an encyclopedia. Tells him, you know what that really is, don't you? That is when the cats go and eat the coffee beans, their droppings go to the ground, and they mix those in for that flavor. And then Jack Jack Nicholson's like, because he's sick of cancer, right? He's on full chemo, so he's like nauseous, and he's doing it to make him nauseous. And at the very end of it, he's trying to serve it to him, and you see Morgan Freeman go like this. Nope. And at the very, I won't spoil the movie for anybody that wants to see it, but at the very end of the movie, it's a really amazing thing of how they're both buried when they do pass, and it ties into the coffee stuff. So go watch the movie. It's called Bucket List. It's a great movie.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna go with a giant no on the coffee poop. I'm just gonna have to stick with a no on that.
Yeah. So here we sit. Your coffee reminded me that I need to go on the app and quit paying $4 for a coffee that I drink probably 17 cents worth.
Well, truth be told, I tried pour over a couple of years ago, and it's fantastic. But the effort you put into this, I mean, come on. I enjoy coffee, but I'm kind of like on a need the coffee basis as opposed to
Oh
enjoying the
yeah.
process. It's not like I want to do a tea ceremony where I spend 3 hours just because that's the problem. I want the coffee, and I want the coffee
Right.
in me and making it do its thing.
So what you're basically telling me is that you're not a coffee connoisseur. You're actually addicted,
Yeah,
right? So like the
that
people
yeah
that love wine, like want to
yeah
drink like $7,000 bottles of wine, and
yeah.
then you have the street bum that will drink anything out of anything. You
Basically,
telling me
by the
that's you?
spoonful.
Oh my god. We honest to God, people do not tune in to listen to the comedy show.
No,
Like we are not.
I
Yeah, we're
hope
not
they're
that good
not.
at it.
I hope
Yeah.
they're not. Hey, what's going on today, Jay?
We've got a few things going on today, right? We've
Yeah,
got
yeah.
obviously we got the pivot shift happening this morning with James Shaw. That's happening every day. You got me and Robert for the next, I don't know,
Well,
13 minutes, 23
yeah.
minutes,
We
whatever it's going to
also
be.
we're Monday together.
And we're back on Monday.
Yeah,
Yes, you could.
yeah,
It's a treat. It's a 4-day weekend for you peeps.
yeah.
So, and then back to basics today at 1 o'clock is with me. Uh, that's at kellertv.com. Jump on. We're going to go back to basics. I do believe today is buyer agency. Last week was listing. Today will be buyer agency. We're going to run through all the forms that you would need to represent a buyer, what you put in the forms, and it is, as Tim likes to say, and I like this term, it's a 65,000 foot view of the contracts. Contracts class is literally a microscopic break it down sentence by sentence. Today is going to be kind of a full view of every document and the points that we see as the brokerage on where maybe some of the mistakes are made. Great opportunity to come in. Seasoned agent or not, it's a great opportunity to come in, see what the changes are that is required by the compliance department and the brokerage. And if you're a seasoned agent, it's an opportunity for you to come in and maybe talk about your experience on some of these situations. So, especially with the DOJ coming in on the commission stuff, we're going to be talking a little bit about that. So, 1 o'clock today, we have Luxury Learning Series. And then at 4 o'clock, we have Life, which is LYFE with Gary Keller, which is always, anytime you can hear Gary talk about anything, I would recommend it. Now, all the stuff that we talked to you guys about is on the Quick Start news or the quick news or the morning news, sorry, that you guys get at 7. I get it at 7:14. I'm a W. You guys might get it at 7:13. I'm considered last on the list, I guess.
When does mine?
Right? Oh, wait a minute. You're a V. You might
I'm
get
a
it a little
V.
later,
Wait,
too.
hold on. What time did mine come in? Mine came in at
Pretty sure we all get it at the same time.
7:14.
Right? So we're V. It's like the plane, seating aisle 1 through 7. Me and Robert are on, the tail end of the plane, so we get seated last.
Always.
Yeah, it's always the way.
Yeah.
And then obviously Monday we have Ask the Broker. I don't know. I can't guarantee this. Allegedly, Jen might be back.
No, come on. Tell her to just chill.
And I'm going to. I think I might kick her out of the room. But I did talk to Jen. A real quick, brief update. I talked to Jen yesterday. I wanted to keep it more on a personal note. Jen is the one I report my 411 with. And me and Jen have been working on some stuff, and I actually hit. Well, obviously, I'm halfway through one of my goals, which everyone kind of knows about, the weight loss thing. But yesterday, what's today? Friday? Wednesday, I bought a SUV that me and Jen have been talking about. She had me go out and look at them, test drive them, figure out exactly the color, the model, everything. And I actually picked it up Wednesday, the 13th. I actually picked it up. So I wanted to reach out to Jen and thank her for that. I sent her a picture of it, and she called me immediately. So I did talk to her for a little bit yesterday, kept it very cash. She is in good spirits. She is doing rehabilitation. And, again, let's try to not bother Miss Jen while she is doing rehabilitation, because it's tough what she's going through.
Yeah.
I've had a knee injury, not at this level. I had a 4, she's at a 30. And I will tell you, she's a trooper.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Well, she's a trooper in many different ways.
She's walking around already.
Yeah.
Like a week out, like crazy.
Which is why we need to just tell her to chill.
Right.
She
right.
deserves
her mind needs to be 100% on her recovery, right?
Yeah.
Because that's Tom Brady coming back after his knee surgery so fast because he put 100% effort into it, right? And that's what we need for her, because, obviously we need her running around faster than I can, because she can outrun me, I'm pretty sure.
Hey, I'm looking at the morning news here that comes in at 7:14 every morning, and it's titled "Keeping You Informed on What Is Happening in the Market Center." And did you? I think we've already kind of acknowledged the fact that Zoe Kirkpatrick is doing these now, and boy, they are looking good.
Oh yeah,
the color schemes
between Alana's marketing that we have her do on the top, and Zoe's matching the colors and making sure that everything is 100% right, because she does beat us up, making sure that we're not changing times or going to be late. Zoe is amazing, which is information that we are trying to get to you guys, right? We're trying to offer as much as we can for our agents and our dual career agents, our teams, our solos, everything. And if there's stuff that you guys want to learn or need to know, don't feel free to reach out to, this, when you reach out to Tim or me or, one of the TLs, this all does get back to us in a big huddle where we say, hey, listen, the agents are really asking about this. And we try to put it together. I got my land stuff coming back out. I got the new construction class coming back out. We come into the fall. It's another quarter. We do it again. I used to be able to charge to tell you what date it was, but now I have to run everything through Zoe because she is much better at it than we are.
Well,
once I get the blessing from Zoe, we will. I'll start giving you those dates. But obviously, because Zoe's dealing with Robert, the brokerage, the TLs. Obviously, we're coming into Party Central, Pi Days. All the we do a holiday, a trick or treat, walk around the Portsmouth office. So Zoe's got a lot on her plate right now. So she'll be setting the date and telling me when I'm going to teach my class, which is awesome.
Yeah, when we first brought her on, I thought, oh great, we're gonna have someone to help out. Turns out this helping out, she is absolutely in control, and I am so appreciative of her being here, man. I'll tell you, it makes my life easier. She texted me last night, so you're still on for the lab tomorrow at 2, right? I'm like, yeah, did I do something wrong? Like,
Did I
did
miss
I
the last
screw? Because it would not surprise me that she would say, because you didn't do this. But yes, that would be the last thing on the list for today is the lab at 2 o'clock. And I try to remind people of this every time I get a chance to is remember that the lab is quick questions. This is not training. You don't come in here and we just sit down for a half an hour or 45 minutes and talk about one particular topic. You come in, you hit it and quit it. And what we're trying to do is give you 3 days a week where you don't have to worry about an email getting lost or a phone call getting delayed. You can just pop into the lab and say, hey, Robert, I'm raising my hand. I got a quick question. I was going to send you an email and try to set something up, but I thought I'd pop in here and just ask you really quick. It saves so much time. And basically, I sit in my office here while I'm doing some other stuff, and it's kind of like as if somebody was knocking on the door. My Zoom room is running, and I'll just be working, and then ping, ping, somebody, oh yeah, what can I do for you? What's up? And that's a really nice. It's nice to know that there's that available, and I hope that you guys feel comfortable using that because it's wide open for you, and it's at kwtechtv.com. And it is Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from 2 o'clock to 3 o'clock. Some people try to sneak in early because if you sneak in early, you'll be the first one at the top of the list. And actually, that's happened a couple of times where so many people have tried to sneak in early that
Is that
there's
like
actually a
snipe
line
bidding on
outside the
eBay?
door.
That's like snipe bidding on eBay. I love it.
It is. It totally is.
Love it. Now we're using a early 2000s term, eBay snipe bidding, right?
Yeah,
Book of
yeah.
Hoyle. Did we get a answer on the Book of Hoyle yesterday?
We did not get an answer on. Wait, well, actually, hold on. Let me. Well, I can't do it here.
We might have to throw the
But
challenge out.
I
Throw it
think
out
there was a
today
couple of
too.
people who knew, but if you're not familiar with the Book of Hoyle, and this is totally a flashback to yesterday, look it up, and if you know what it is, post it in the chat because we got a little bit more time today than we had
A
yesterday.
little fun. Yeah.
The Book of Hoyle. Tell me if
That's where
that
your
rings a
grandma would
bell.
send you for all the answers. Go check the Book of Hoyle.
Go check it. It's
Love
on
it.
the coffee table. It's always
Yeah.
on the coffee table
Yep. Next to the ashtray.
next to the. Oh my
In the
God.
Pall Mall.
Yeah, go clean out the ashtray.
Yeah. Hey, so I have a quick question for you.
Me?
Yeah, because you're talking about the KW Tech Tube. Now, I had a question last night at night school, and we were talking about downloading your CSV file. Tim loves that now that you taught him that. Downloading your CSV file from your phone to command. Is that on the KW Tech Tube? That video.
There isn't one specifically. There is a video on how to import contacts into command. Okay. And so the process of importing them in and using the file that you have to use from command, that is in there. There is not a video on our KW Tech Tube about how to use that free app or any free app to get that information out of your phone. But what I can do is I can actually, while we're chatting here, I'll go ahead and bring up a link. If you're not familiar with Scott Leroy Marketing, who is a service that KW uses across the U.S., they have a short 2-minute video that shows you how to get the contacts out of your phone into a CSV. But there is one more hitch, and that is that once the contacts are out of the phone and they're in the CSV, that CSV is not the same one that we need to use to import. And that's where I come in to show you how to convert the CSV that whatever your phone gives you into the right CSV to import. It's a little clunky right now because it's like two parties, but we know that there's a new tool and it's almost ready for release. I've already used it in beta and it works really well. And it's called API Nation. API Nation. And what this is it's going to be a direct connect for those of you using Google and other tools to import your contacts into command. It's going to replace PySync. PySync is gone, and so we will have tools for you now that will allow you to do that. So if you are trying to get your contacts out of your phone, Android or iPhone right now, because the API Nation is not available yet. reach out to me and I can direct you into not only instructional videos on how to do it, but I can also work with you. So to wrap that up and do a final answer, there is a video to show you how to do the import side, but not the export side.
Okay. So I will reach out to my night school attendees, because that was something I've done in the past, and they asked me how I did it, and I'm like, guys, it was years ago. I mean, how long have we had Command? Do you know? I mean, it was before you came
It
here,
was
so
before me. Yeah.
we've had it probably going on. You've been here a year, so we've probably had it like 2 years.
Yeah.
And I
So
remember that was
today,
like one of the first things they were showing us how to do, like download your phone. You know what I mean? I don't remember how I did it.
I'll tell you what. Not only am I going to make a video for that we'll put up on the YouTube channel so that people can see it, but I'll go ahead and add that to the list and put it into the LMS.
And I'll tell you what, the next time I see you, I'm going to buy you a large, or you can have the second one that I always buy every day, cup of coffee. It will not be a French press. It will not be a slow pour brew. It's just going to be mud water. I'm going to do that for you.
Perfect. Now,
We are
here's how
wrapping all this up with a bow today, all of it, and then together we're going to read the book of oil.
we're going to do that. See, look at that. But make sure my coffee doesn't have anything but coffee in it. So there's no
Really?
sugar, there's no cream. Ugh. There's no whipped cream. And it's got to be hot. If it's lukewarm,
Okay. I like where your head's at.
all I drink
You're probably
is
one of these guys that
hot.
every Sunday sits and watches football all day, aren't you?
Yep. That seems to, yeah, that makes sense.
Me, on the other hand, I like iced coffee, so I do not.
Oh, I can't do iced coffee. Iced coffee is like a flat soda to me.
That was my gateway into coffee. I didn't start drinking coffee till I was 40.
I started drinking coffee when I was 8.
Really?
I drank it because, are you ready for this? Are you ready for the big surprise, the big reveal? I have
go.
ADHD.
Oh, does it help?
For a child, and I speak from experience, and I can't speak for everybody. So this is not Robert the Facebook medical doctor. But
Right.
as a child, my experience was that my mother, the doctor that said to do this, said, listen, kids, it's kind of like a reverse effect. Give them caffeine, and it had a reverse effect.
Yeah.
And for me, only for me, I'm willing to say this, it worked. Where when I would have a little bit of coffee, it would calm me down. And honestly, to this day, it still doesn't have the hyper jittery effect unless I get like a triple espresso or something like that, which is, I do that as jet fuel to keep going for some days. But
Maybe I
coffee
have
generally
ADHD.
just kind of flattens me out.
I can drink coffee and then literally go to bed. People are like, how do you do that?
I can do that.
Yeah. It's funny that you say that, because Delaney's son, Miles, has ADHD. And I have no children. So, and I have a lot of nieces and nephews. So I am Uncle Chay. Che. That's because I couldn't say J when they were
Che.
little. So like, I'm the cool uncle. They come over to my house. It's like sleepover at Uncle Jay's. It's like pizza, soda, ice cream. Like, I'm just that parent, right?
Oh,
Or
yeah.
I'm that uncle. I'm the cool uncle. Well, I remember I'm going to be the cool uncle, to Miles. So, right. So I'm like hanging out with Miles, and I'm like, hey man, you want to get a soda? He's like, I'm not allowed to drink soda. So I said to Delaney, I text her. I said, hey, can Miles have a soda? And she's like, half of one, and you're responsible. And she's like, give him to him now and bring him home in 4 hours. I'm like, okay, cool. So I give him a soda, and he was like, "Diddle-diddle-diddle." I'm like,
See?
dude, that like totally mellowed him out. But obviously you don't want a child growing up on Coca-Cola, because like
No.
there's many other side effects to that. But
Do
that was the
coffee
first time
instead,
I
right?
ever saw it, because typically sugars jack a kid up, right? And I think we were gonna go play baseball or go hang out at a park. I don't know. We were gonna go do something where there's a lot of involvement. So I'm like, let's get sodas, buddy. And he's like, yeah. And then he's like, I'm like, that's
Sleeping in the
weird.
back seat.
Yeah, it was like super weird.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Well,
it does.
see, there you go. So we now have anecdotal evidence as well as experiential. So we're
We
2/3
have a
of the way
we
to
have a
our
data point
thesis.
of 2. We're 100% a data point of 2.
Yeah, and we're almost to our thesis, and we're just about to get a Nobel. Yeah. Maybe.
Quick fact: Nobel Peace Prize is named after who?
Arthur Nobel,
Lawrence.
Lawrence Nobel.
What is Lawrence Nobel notorious for?
Oh, you know what? I should
was
know
the
this,
inventor
but
of
I
dynamite.
don't. What is it?
He was the inventor of dynamite and nitroglycerin, both explosives.
Oh, I thought that would ring a bell, but it doesn't. So that's
isn't that weird?
interesting.
Yeah.
Dynamite and nitroglycerin.
Yep. I'm telling you,
Did he give
I'm
himself an
amazing at
award?
I'm amazing at trivia. If you guys ever
But did
need
he
to do
give
some
himself an award for that? Is that how it all
no,
got started?
that award was named. He also invented many other things. He did a lot of stuff in his life, but that award, the Nobel Peace Prize, is named after him. And the only reason why I know that is because my past life I was an explosive engineer, and you
Oh,
learn
that's
all about
right. I
the
remember
explosive
this.
history. Yeah, and I was like, really, same guy, Peace
Same
Prize for
guy.
blowing up stuff. Okay,
Peace
great.
prize for blowing up. Hey, you know what? If it works, right?
Yeah, that is not in the Book of Hoyle. That is
No,
not.
no. So, what
That
else
is
did
not.
you guys talk about at night school last night? By the way.
Well, it was a lot of dual career agent stuff. Obviously how to get some more training. A lot of the agents do tune in to our stuff and have to listen to it while they're at work.
Mm-hmm.
So we're kind of coming up with some ideas there. I might offer something in the future because, as we know, it gets darker earlier, so people are not down at the decks. They're not enjoying
Mm-hmm.
the lake as much in the evening. So I might try to put something together with Tim's blessing on some kind of night school, at
Mm-hmm.
night. I might volunteer to do a not a night school. I'm sorry, ignite at night. I want to call it. I'm not. Gotta. Everyone's got to talk Tim into this. So, I have taught ignite modules in the past, most of them. So I'm willing to do something to try to help some of our dual career agents get off the
Mm-hmm.
ground. We've had that, and we had a lot of board questions, a lot of realtor. How do I join? I can't find the applications. I went on some of the websites, and it's true. The realtor boards don't have their applications online. You have to contact them. So I thought that was kind of weird. So I'm working on that as I'm trying to get some information to our dual career agents. And I want to try to build some kind of a platform where we can maybe have a Facebook page is another thing I'm looking into where dual career agents can jump on that and get information and share information on where they're learning stuff and a great spot for us to throw the links from KW and some of your links onto
Mm-hmm.
KW Tech Tube so that they understand what they're always looking for. You know what I mean?
Okay, so in the chat, people are in absolute agreement that an Ignite evening class would be great. And Andy Welsh, you are the winner today. He's calling it Ignite, IG lowercase, and then N IGHT is capital. That is perfect. Ignite. Get it? When you see it, it makes sense. Andy, you are the winner.
That is
I think
awesome.
we have it. Ignite, but it's NIGHT. You need to see it. It's a
Hashtag we
visual.
don't need Tim.
Hashtag no Tim needed.
Hashtag Tim's probably still talking.
Probably yeah. Tim's definitely still talking.
Yeah. If
Hashtag
Tim is in
even
the
though we
woods
can't
and
hear
he's
him, Tim's still
talking,
talking.
is anyone listening?
So Melissa is all in with Ignite at night, and she is offering to teach. I
Of course,
think this
Melissa Lesniak is amazing. Like this girl's selling 100 homes as a solo agent. Yes, she does have some backdoor scene help behind. You know what I mean? But still, now she's willing to teach. She's on the Rotary Club. She's on the
listen.
City Walk at Dover. Like she is just
Let's just
closing
call this
deals
what
and
it
deals
is.
is what she says. It's amazing.
I'm
Melissa,
going to
if you're
say it
willing to
right
help,
now.
I'm willing to
I'm just going to
let
be
you.
the breaking news here. Have you ever seen Melissa Lesniak and Wonder Woman in the same room? I don't think so.
I have not.
I think there's something there. Think about it, people. You've never seen them together. Uh-huh.
And she
Uh-huh.
does, and she can get to Portsmouth and then to Meredith in like 7 minutes.
Uh-huh. See? Never seen them together. I think we need to explore this. I'm telling you, I joked about it a couple of weeks ago where I said, she's got an outfit for every event, and sometimes there's 6 or 7 a day. I don't know where she has a traveling wardrobe crew that makes her presentable for every different kind of event.
Killing deals and making deals in heels. It's great. I love her motto.
Making deals in heels, gotta love it. So
I used to say to her all the time,
Andy's the winner though.
Who's that?
Andy
is the
with
winner.
that Ignite. That's just the winner right there. Ignite. So okay, so let's go ahead and wrap this up here today because now we're just yammering and people are standing around going, "What the hell are these two talking about?" So
Put a bow on it.
put a bow on it. We'll put a bow on this and call it a day. It is the weekend, everyone. I know that you guys are all going to be out there having a great time and doing your thing. If you are, I'm going to bring up something that I don't like to dwell on things, but I just want to remind you of something. If you are out and about this weekend and you are aware of an open house in an area where you happen to be passing by or going by, stop in, say hi, and see if there's anything you can do. Bring somebody a cup of coffee or something like that. Preferably a black cup of coffee with no sugar, no nothing in it. And just say hi and get involved with your fellow agents, and just be part of the crowd, be part of the process. And I know for a fact, based on what we've been seeing lately, that would be appreciated. And I'm sure that if you get involved in doing something like that, that will come around to you in tenfold, and we will all be safer and we will all be more comfortable because of that. So I think that's all I need to say on that. Stay safe, be good, have an awesome weekend. I know that we're looking at another couple of good days here, right? I don't think there's going to be too much in the way of bad weather. So
I will tell you
get
that
out and have fun.
the ride around the lake, if you guys are looking for open houses and to visit some of the other offices, is spectacular right now for leaf peeping. If you're into that, grab a cup of coffee, drive around the lake. It's beautiful.
You might find that fun. I have 8 trillion trees in my backyard. I'm good. I gotta tell you, my leaf peeping. Here's my leaf peeping.
Yeah, right. Well, it's one of those things. Like it's a great opportunity, like you said, to get out, visit the other offices you've never been to them. Your key cards work to get in. Come in and say hi.
Yeah.
Stop in at open houses. Interject into the business. I agree. That's a great message, Robert. I love it.
Yeah. Well, and here's the reality. We're coming towards the end of the good weather, right? We're coming towards the end of where, we're lucky with the days that we have, especially like yesterday and today. We're getting that little extra bonus. Make the most of it, because when it gets cold and it gets yicky outside, you're going to be feeling like, well, I don't want to do anything. So try and squeeze as much of this as you can in to get yourself also to get that fresh air, and also to be a part of things, because we do know that things slow down in the winter. And I'm not talking about business. I'm just talking about us and our bodies and stuff. So try to stay involved and just get out there and enjoy these last few weeks, days, whatever it ends up being, of this beautiful weather. And I know I am. I'm going to be outside this weekend for obvious reasons. Directing traffic. I'm not allowed to drive the tractor until I feel better, but the wife is now doing that, so I'll be directing traffic.
Do you have the 2 orange cones?
No, but I do have an orange shirt.
I do have an orange shirt.
I have an orange shirt so she can see me, so she doesn't run me over.
Oh my God! Listen. If you guys are bored, grab a coffee, drive around Nottingham.
Find all the dead-end streets in Nottingham. Yeah. If on one of the dead-end streets in Nottingham, you're going to see this big old guy in an orange shirt directing somebody on a
and when she runs over, she'll be on the 9 o'clock news going, "It was an accident."
Accident.
Yeah.
Man, all right, you guys. That's it. Get out of here. Jason, thanks again. You have an awesome weekend, and we will connect back on Monday, same time, same place.
Will do. Thank you, buddy.
Bye.